Hello, and welcome to another episode of Southern
Southern
Regulators. I'm Dixie316,
I'm in NWA Redneck.
and this is hopefully going to be something really fun for me, Redneck, and all you watching.
First of all, I want to thank you guys, especially the critics on my TikTok NWA Redneck, because here recently I have had a video that I posted that me and Dixie316 here did to advertise our YouTube channel, Southern Regulators, and it got flagged and taken off. Well, I came in, I did an appeal, and they had in their box that says, "What is your explanation?" And I said, "What kind of explanation do you need? Why?" And I did another video. I actually wrote down their guidelines and then their exceptions. They actually made their loophole here. I made another video stating their guidelines, and then I stated their exceptions. The guidelines stated you are not supposed to make any videos that is supporting a hate group or organization or individual. Now, me and my brother here, we're against all these hate groups, these organizations, and individuals. Not once did we fly any swastikas, any racial propaganda, or said we even supported anything like that.
And to make things clear, we don't support anybody.
No.
Any color, any race, it doesn't matter. You hate another race or you think another race is inferior to yourself? No. Alright, that is bullshit.
You're a fucking dirtbag.
That is not okay in any way, shape, or form. Anybody who believes it's okay is lower than low. If you're a fucking Nazi, you know what? Kick fucking dirt. We don't want you. You're a fucking Black Panther. Kick fucking dirt. We don't want you. We don't want anybody in any kind of race or group who thinks that their lives mean more than somebody else's. All lives matter, man.
All lives mean equally to everybody else. We are all equal to one another. This is how God intended us. Now,
you're missing two pieces though.
On the
this is Elsa and this is Elsa.
The X, I don't remember that word. Kind of had a brain fart there, but anyways, they had a thing on there stating on what you could do. Exceptions. There you go. They had a thing on the exceptions that says, but you are allowed to do things that raises awareness that an individual, group, or organization is doing to something. That is what we were doing. This is what we are still doing. This is what our goal is to do. And, well, one of our goals anyways. We stated that if anything, we are against anybody, individual, group, or organization who is putting hate on those colors. The people who are putting the seeds on those colors to make that flag to be what it's not. And that flag is not a racist symbol. That is it. Freedom, peace, equality for everybody, liberty, happiness.
That flag was first flown by General Robert E. Lee in, I can't remember the date on the top of my head.
That one I don't remember either.
But it was Virginia's state flag, and that's where he took it from. It was he was from Virginia. It was his militia who flew it first. That's not the true Confederate flag. That is the Virginian state Confederate flag.
Which, by the way, that flag there, the blue cross with the 13 stars in the middle, that blue cross is the St. Andrew's cross. And St. Andrew was a disciple of Jesus Christ. Now, the St. Andrew's cross was actually originated from Scotland. We kind of like, I'm not even going to go into that subject again because we did it last time. But anyways, that's, we adopted that cross and adapted it to our own colors, to our own states.
Now, when he says that, the St. Andrew's flag was green and I think white, or was it yellow? One of the two.
I think it was yellow.
We just took the cross, which is the X, and then we put our red and blue, and then we put the 13 stars to represent the first 13 southern colonies. That is what those stars mean. There should exactly be 13 stars on each one of those bars. All those together should be 13. If they're not, then it's a ripoff. It's not a real flag.
Damn straight. No, I didn't say it, but I thought I said a screenshot. Oh, no. It's got to be a You can keep going for a little while. I'm looking for something.
Secondly, our movement is more or less to change people's views on how the South is looked upon. Now, yeah, we have a rough start because we did have actual slave owners. That doesn't mean every slave owner was an abusive, whip your slave, beat them until they submit, and all that crap. That's not all of that's true. We didn't just sit there and disgrace all of our slaves. Slavery was wrong in every way, shape, or form. But, not all of the Southerners believed that slavery was the right way to go. And when the Civil War started, not all of the Confederate Army decided, we're going to fight for slavery. No, they were fighting for their beliefs, their religion, everything that they thought was going to change. And it's the same thing we would do nowadays. If some other foreign country came over, we'd fight to protect what's ours. All right? There's no second guess, no thought about it. We don't want to fall victim to a democracy, and that's how the South viewed the North at the time.
That's a piece of
Civil War never should have happened, ever, but it did, and there's nothing we can do to change that. But what we can do is we can make sure that the Confederate Americans who died and the Northern Americans who died didn't die for no reason. Today we still have humongous areas of segregation. Places like the Hood. I grew up around St. Louis, man. When if a white guy walked through St. Louis at night, he was either up to no good or he was in trouble. Same thing goes for some of those rich neighborhoods. If a black guy or somebody who's colored walks into them, either up to no good or he's in trouble. That's wrong. I don't understand why that's that way.
I don't understand it either.
If blacks really want to start changing, and whites really want to start changing other stuff, people need to start sucking it up and being the bigger man. Y'all need to stop. Oh, he looks like that, so he must be this. That's another part of segregation.
Racial profiling.
It's not just racial profiling.
Well, it's an
example. You see somebody with dirty clothes, you think automatically that's a lowlife. You see somebody who drives a piece of crap car. Oh, well, they just must be poor. That is wrong. As neighbors, we should help each other out. We should help each other emotionally. Suicide is a humongous thing. Mm-hmm. And people usually commit suicide when they feel isolated, alone. And that's part of segregation. Segregation is when you take two things and you separate them, and you put one here and one there. Cliques. That's.
Which, by the way, I know there is a gigantic political thing going on, whether it's through a campaign or not. But you got the Republicans, the Democrats, and the smaller party, which is in independents. Now, what a lot of you guys, most of you don't realize is this country is still under an act of segregation. Think about it. We've got a party of Republicans and a party of Democrats. Those are the two major parties segregating from one another on their own ideas and beliefs. Now, we are consistently fighting each other. We got the Republicans coming up with an idea to help America. Then the Democrats come in, block that off because not trying to call anybody out here. But from what I see, when the Republicans come out and call for something, and the Democrats say, wait a minute, this means we're going to have to pay them. It's going to cost us money. They oppose this bill. Now, then you've got places like different kinds of neighborhoods. Me personally, here where we're from, I have noticed that if a colored person is looking for a home, they prefer, their own neighborhood with their own color. Same with a white man. That's segregation in their own minds because they're afraid that if they move to a different colored neighborhood, they're going to get in trouble by just their color. That is completely wrong. Now, like we said in the last video, we moved into a neighborhood that's Marshallese and Mexicans. That's the main majority. Me and my brother here, just the other night, we helped out a neighbor just in the top floor here, who we thought got the shit knocked out of him. We walked out there, gave him a number, offered him a place, sat down and talked. My wife came out and said, "Hey, do you need any help?" Come to find out, he just got into a fight with his girl. Help one another. Love thy neighbor. Thou shalt not judge, or thou shalt be judged. Get it through your fucking heads, people.
Something about that night that I was really surprised about, as you know. We were wearing these same jackets, man.
Mm-hmm.
The minute we walk out there...
And the guy was a Marshallese, by the way.
The minute we walk out there, the guy looked at us. He was looked a little worried at first. And, when we gave him food, we made sure he had something to eat, had something to drink. He didn't push us away. He was just like wowed or in awe. I'm like, I can't believe, people are still like this. And like that kind of shit's sad. All right. If somebody stops on the road, I know there's dangerous people out there, There's always going to be those dangerous people. But, if we can come together,
It'd be a hell of a lot
we
better
are
world.
so much stronger together. Now, I don't believe in everything Lincoln did, but there are some things that I believe are really put the right way. For example, a house divided cannot stand. That is so true.
That's, yes.
If we sit here and we keep dividing ourselves and we let ourselves be put into groups of who believes this and who believes that, the house is going to crumble and fall. We're not going to go anywhere in life. And the American empire will one day fall if we do not fix this.
Example of right now, we got Donald Trump in the office right now trying to help the Americans and trying to build bridges with the other countries and trying to build the southern wall to protect America from any more illegals coming in and taking advantage of our welfare system. Then you got Nancy Pelosi up there who hates Donald Trump with a flying passion and who is opposing everything he's doing, who ripped up that statement on his order. I don't remember what it's called. Then you got Hillary Clinton up there who's just wanting socialism along with Bernie. That's a good example right now of fighting in the House. We're divided even in our own house. We're divided in Congress.
Now, we know not a whole lot of people like Trump, and that's fine. Not everybody in your life you're going to like, But, I am all for, foreigners coming into this country.
Yeah.
As long as they do it legally. That is, we are a nation of laws. How can we keep our citizens safe if we can't even make sure that we keep our laws straight?
I should not
allowing illegals to get insurance, food stamps, and stuff like that. That's all fine if they do it legally. They do it the right, legal, proper ways. And I understand some of these people are trying to get away from, very dangerous places. Maybe there should be an organization that helps just those kind of people. Somebody ever thought about that? Probably not, because, nobody gives a shit about anything but themselves. But if we had organizations like that who just worked solely on getting people from horrible places in other countries into America the right way, non-profit organizations, that would be perfect. But nobody does that. Why? Because there's no money in it. That's what people care about now. Money. Money runs everything. I remember...
Money talks.
I remember back when I was a kid, man. Things were different. People stopped on the side of the road if you needed help. If somebody was standing at the corner holding a sign they need money, people just give it. They didn't care if that person was going to go use it for alcohol or not. We were just like that. And
Southern hospitality.
Well, it's not just Southern hospitality.
It's being a good person.
It's being a person. What a person should be.
Being a human.
Everybody's all like, oh my God, stay away from him. Or no, I'm not gonna help him. He looks like he could murder somebody. You know what? Y'all say that until you break down on the side of the road and you're stuck and you have nobody to call and you're just like, oh, I really wish somebody would ask if I need help. You know, we've all been there.
Speaking of, you guys would not believe how many times back when I had my truck, how many times I would pull over to help somebody who was in need. Like, say, in the middle of a snowstorm, people had kids in the back seat of their car. I pulled over to the side of the road, got their kids in my truck, and I even fed them my lunch for that day. And I was even late to work. I fed them my lunch, gave them my water, my drinks, just to keep their kids warm. His wife sat in the passenger seat and warmed herself up and ate too. While me and her husband went out to figure out what was going on with their vehicle. Come to find out, he broke an axle. There was no way to get it out of there, and the car was already so deep in snow that I couldn't tow it. So I sat there and I waited for a tow truck to come in there, and I even paid half of their tow fee just to get them and their kids back home into safety. And then guess what? A few months later, when everything started clearing up, I was broke down on the side of the road. I couldn't figure out what was going on. That same car came by, stopped and said, hey, do you need help? And at first I'm like, I got this. No. Come to find out, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't even know what he did. All I know is I was talking to my dad on the phone about what was going on with my truck. I get out and he goes, no, get back in there, start it. I started up and it fired right up. I'm like, dude, thank you so much. What comes around goes around.
Do unto others as you would have done to you.
Yes.
The golden rule, man. You want to be treated like like a human being. You want to be respected. You want to be honored. You want people to be nice to you. Lose the preppy ass attitude. Lose the fucking I'm better than everyone else attitude. You lose the attitude nobody cares. Because if you really, you wanted these kinds of things, you do it to other people, and people would see that, and that would change their day. And they would treat 2 to 3 or 5 more people that way, and those people, it would change their days and their attitudes and so on and so forth, that it would just grow. And you do that. You start a day, 2 days, 3 days, you keep doing this. Even if you're having a rough time, even if you're dealing with some very bad emotional stuff, just help somebody out, man. You're not gonna get help if you don't give help, all right? That's just how it is.
I had to.
That's just how it is, man. If you guys really want somebody to put forth the effort, take the first step.
We know there's a lot of people out there who's waiting on somebody else to take the first step, but not everybody is capable of taking that first step. You need to try yourself to make that first step, and then maybe later on, when they're capable of it, hey, you got help.
Right? You guys need to get rid of the idea that, this isn't a safe place anymore. The only way to make it a safe place is to do these things. It's not going to just happen overnight. This takes time, and this is what our movement is about.
Bringing people together.
Not just people, religions, races, heritage. We're not solely just trying to, change people's views on this. We're trying to show people by changing their views on this that we as Americans, Southern or Northerner, Eastern or Western, that we can all come together and form a unified nation before something bad happens and we have another stupid civil war.
And believe it or not, that's exactly what we're going into if we don't nut up and help each other. If we don't finally come together as a country like we used to be. It's going to happen again. It's bound to happen. I'm not saying we're going to start it. I'm not saying we know people out there who's going to start it. But if we don't come together, it's going to happen. History repeats itself.
And these are touchy situations.
Yes.
Gays, furries, whatever you believe in. Muslims, Chinese, Asians, Buddhists, Christians, Catholics, Jews. Doesn't matter who you are. The hate needs to stop. Some of us might not agree with what other people decide on, but that is somebody else's decision, not yours. What you got to be willing to do is if you want them to be okay with your decisions, you need to be okay with their decisions. You don't have to agree with them. You just have to get over it. That's the bottom line.
Look past them. That's you got to look past who and what they are and accept them for who and what they are. You have to do this. It's the only way, guys. Like me, there's a lot of people out there who hate me because of who I am. I'm a rebel and I'm damn proud of it. I'm a Dixieland boy, born and raised, and I'm damn proud of it. People hate me.
Southern pride.
Yeah, people hate this because of this right here. But you know what? Do you see me being a racist here? If I was a racist, he wouldn't even be in my house, right? We wouldn't be even talking. We wouldn't be fist bumping or anything like that.
We've been brothers for years. All right. And
we used to go down Main Street with rebel flags in the back of the truck.
We marched across our hometown. Well, not our hometown, my kind of town we were living in at the time. We marched across it. The big main roads. We marched across it. Man, we had people stop, saying hi. Hold on, I can show you a picture of us in front of
bring it up quicker.
In front of the fire department, man.
And the fireman even said, please don't tell anybody who took this picture because he was actually afraid to get in trouble for actually taking a picture of me and my brother here. And also, what we didn't realize is we done this on the 5th of November. We didn't realize it, but we did.
Here we go. All right. That is me and him standing in front of the Salem Springs Fire Department.
That flag you see him holding is the same exact flag that is right now in behind our TV.
Not TV.
I carried the rebel flag and he carried the American flag. My flag said heritage, not hate. And the reason why we did this is because we didn't want people to think, oh, look, this is a racist white guy carrying a racist flag, and here's a brown guy trying to oppose him. No. What we were trying to prove is that we might be different colors, we were willing to come together. I'm a Southerner till the day I die. All right? And that doesn't make me no racist, incest, fucking hillbilly. No. That makes me proud of where I come from, And I'm starting to hear that a lot. Be proud of your heritage. How can us Southerners be proud when all we ever get put in the only group we ever get put in is racist, inbred slave owners? That is such bullshit.
Which, by the way, a lot of you guys out there who hates this stuff, you wonder why we backlash on our stuff. It's because you guys, you critics, you people who hate us, you're the reasons why we do this. You actually give us motivation to stand up proud for what we believe in and do it. You want to know why? Because you guys can go out there and preach in the streets with all these signs, Black Lives Matter, bullshit like that. But we can't have our own First Amendment. You guys can go out there and step on the American flag because you don't like what's going on.
Burn it.
Yeah, or burn it. That's bullshit.
But we can't just fly another American flag. Granted, it was an enemy of the United States.
The
if you really want to look at that,
the 13 stars on this flag is the same 13 stars on the American flag.
On the original.
Yes.
And I love it when people do stuff like that. When you sit there and y'all show your true colors and how you're truly racist and all you care about is your lives. We're not saying Black lives don't matter because they do. So do white lives, Asian lives, Mexican lives, Indonesians,
even Muslim lives.
Muslim lives matter. All of them matter. Now, I'm not talking about the people who bombed the World Trade Centers.
No.
People who are like that, any kind of terrorist, should be hung by the neck until dead.
That's actually what they used to do back in the day.
We should just take them out in front of God and everybody, give them a short drop and a sudden stop. That's what we should do. When we show people, we're not willing to play games anymore. When we show people, this is what happens when you mess with America,
And that didn't only happen in the South. That happened in the West. It happened in the East. It happened in the North.
And I'm not saying we do the shit like we did in Japan.
No.
That was fucked up.
No.
All right, granted, we got the point across, but we never should have killed that many innocent people in Japan. Should have never happened. When we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in my opinion, that was the worst thing America's ever done. Because we didn't just attack military personnel. We attacked women, children. There was kids born with side effects. We leveled homes. And
that's something we're about protecting. Not only our heritage, but the women and children. Like me, I refuse to sit down and eat after dinner's made until the women and children have their plates. Ask him.
A man should never hit a woman.
No.
That doesn't mean a woman should hit a man and just because she can get away with it either. But a man should never hit a woman. Ever. Now, I'm sure y'all get some of them feminists out there, that you're just saying that we're unequal. No. I know women who can outshoot me, outcook me, outlift me, and damn near do anything better than I can.
I'm scared of my mom because that woman's not afraid of a damn taser.
Man, I am deathly afraid of my mom, all right? And my woman. She scares me too. But, that's just how it is.
I'm scared of my wife.
Right?
But I love her to death.
Yeah. Women, y'all are some scary little people, all right? I don't know how God crammed all that attitude into one little person or tall person, either way.
Including you, young lady.
Y'all are something else. Y'all are strong, independent. You go through birth. That's something men will never know.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give birth to a baby, make the baby. You gotta go through that 9-month trial. Some of us men, sit there and talk a big game like we'd be able to do it, but
deep down we know there's no way how we'd survive.
And it's not like we don't feel remorse for y'all.
The only thing we feel is your gripiness through your pregnancy on your mood swings.
Oh yeah, we feel it in the chest, in the stomach, on the back of the head.
Shut up! Shut up! Go get me a pickle sandwich.
Anyways, but what we're really trying to say is, stop the racism, man. Stop the segregation completely. Bring America together. And, any of you Northerners listening to this, y'all need help. Y'all need something, y'all need some men, just to help you out. We don't care if you're getting attacked, something's happening up there, and this goes for gangs too. If some gangs are having some turf war, not Muslims. That sounded so bad. I'm so sorry, y'all. Terrorists are messing with y'all. You got racist groups trying to take over your cities. You know what? You call us. You come join us. Black, white, Mexican, it doesn't matter. All races are welcome in the South.
Every damn one of them.
Y'all come and you join us. We'll stand together. We'll stand strong.
We want to stand strong, bend together as an equal, as a whole, to be able to go out and fight all of these racial groups. Like he was saying, if you're having a problem with some kind of racial stuff going on, we want to be the ones that you can call or we can go in. We want to get to the point where we can be fighting alongside local authorities. It don't matter where you're at. If we can go in and fight alongside the local authorities and have their backs and them have our backs, everything would come together.
One thing you'll never see us fly is racist symbols.
Oh, no.
No.
That is not allowed in my house,
No.
ever.
No KKK,
Not allowed in my life.
no Nazis, no Black Panthers, no nothing. You know, if you're one of them, you're a terrorist. You're one of them Antifa fuckers. You know, you're one of them
Sorry.
racist groups. I don't care who you are. If you believe in anything except for, bringing America together, I don't want you on. I don't want you as a follower. You know.
We are not employer, but we are an equal opportunity group. I can't say organization because right now it's just the two
And
of
you
us.
know what?
But
I do have a TikTok. My name is Dixie316.
I have a TikTok.
Y'all want to try and follow me? And y'all have questions for either one of us. I'm Dixie316. This is NWA Redneck.
Damn straight.
We're both on TikTok. You want to ask us questions? You want to try? You want to sit here and argue with us for a little bit because you don't believe in our ways?
It's all welcome.
It is all welcome, man. We're gladly to try and change your mind. We're gladly to listen to what you all have to say.
And if you guys even want to, I'm not going to give my number out because I don't feel like watching my phone being blown up for all hours of the night when my kids and wife are trying to sleep. So I'm going to do something extra here, okay? If you guys want to send us an email, this is the email to our business we're trying to start up. It's called
Heritage Not Hate.
The email is heritagenothatenwa@gmail.com. It's all lowercase, no capitals, no special characters. Heritage Not Hate NWA. And the reason why I put NWA at the end of that is because we're trying to start Northwest Arkansas's first Confederate merchandise shop. This is one of our goals.
Now, I don't think I have anything else to say. Like I said, comment, ask each and one of us individual questions. You're more than welcome to message me on TikTok. If y'all want to do that, go right ahead. Y'all want to message me on the email, go right ahead. Y'all want to ask him a question, let him know that it's him you want to ask the question to. Let us know it's me you want to talk to, or if you have a question for both of us, ask away. We'll take criticism, we'll take everything. We're not going to just push you away just because you don't like us. That's not how we're going to win you over. We're going to work hard and we're going to keep trying. And if we can't change you right away, we're not going to give up on you. We'll damn sure come back around.
Eventually, we'll come back around to you. But before we do in this videos, there's something I'd like to say. And for a while there, it was hard for me to do until finally I was the bigger person and stood up and done it. Think about the person you absolutely hate the most. Then you think about first. You think about why you hate them, what they done to you, or what you did to them. Think about it. Think about it hard. And then you turn right around and think, do you have any good memories with said person? Now, be the bigger person. Call them, text them, however you can to make a communication with them. Make up. Make amends. Hey brother, hey sister, I'm sorry. Can we just get along? You wouldn't believe how much better your life would be to have that pressure come off your shoulders, that pressure come off your chest. Because later on down the road, when you two become friends, he or she is going to be there for you. And it's going to shock them. It's going to shock them majorly when you walk up to them and say, hey, I'm sorry, can we just be friends, make up for this? Even if you don't remember what happened, walk up and make friends. Believe me, it'll change your world. It'll change your life.
This is Dixie316.
And I'm NWA Redneck. And we are the Southern Regulators.
See y'all later.
Peace, guys.